Hello and welcome back to Pantheon of the Geeks. Today join us for an unboxing video. And today we have Dungeons and Lazers, the Dragon of Schmargonrog. What?
Schmargonrog.
Yeah, Schmargonrog. So if you're not familiar with Schmargonrog, it is from Epic NPC Man, which is produced by Viva La Dirt League, which is the symbol you got there. So if you're up for a laugh and you've never watched Viva La Dirt League or Epic NPC Man, switch over to their channel and have a look. It's really funny.
It is actually.
Yeah.
Some of the sketches are really quite clever.
They are really clever. I really do like them. But I saw this on North Star Miniatures.
Alright.
And I've heard of the Dungeons and Lazers range, mainly for like dungeons, and they do the different kinds of dragons as well. And they've got like a sci-fi sort of dungeon and stuff like that. And I've been looking at it, and then this popped up, and I never even knew they were going to be making this or anything. So I was just like, well, I'm going to buy that because it looks pretty cool. And I'm interested to see this Dungeons and Lazers style of models as well anyway. So this was a good opportunity. So we have the box here. And we have the back part, which is Let's Mug Him. This was actually an Epic NPC Man sketch with the two muggers.
Oh yeah, I know
With
you
Ben
mean.
and Rowan. And it was funny. So we have here easy to assemble, 157 metres tall and 50mm base. Okay. It does say on the front, tabletop ready. Although I'm not sure what tabletop ready actually means, because to me tabletop ready means you unbox it and it's like X-Wing, it's where you just take it out of the box. But this box contains all the parts necessary to assemble a Dragon of Schmargonrog. All elements come unassembled and require trimming and cleaning before assembly. So I don't know what tabletop ready means. But
is it not like pre-painted or something like that?
I don't think so, no.
No?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to open this up.
Oh, no.
We have spruce.
Yeah.
And instructions. Always good. So that is and then this is some of the range that they actually do for Dungeons and Lazers. There we go. So we have ourselves. Actually, just say Viva La Dirt League on it as well. So that is that one. Maybe it's something they did, and I just missed it completely. It does say 2020 on the sprue. There we go. Those two sprues. And then we have the instructions. So, let's stick this guy together. Okay, so part one is building up the base. So we have literally part one, which is this 50mm base. And then we have part 3, which is this bit of rock. And then we have 4 and 2. And these are more parts of the rock. So this all fits onto here. So now we can hope that this plastic glue works. It feels like Games Workshop plastic.
Yeah, it's quite sturdy.
It's very sturdy. Yeah. So there should be like a little dimple there, and then this should attach on here somewhere by the looks of it. Yeah. There. So you look at that little rock outcropping there. Put that on there. And then we have part 2, should fit next to it. That fits into there. There you go. And then part 4. I think that makes the rest of it up, does it?
Looks like it.
There's actually a little peg on there as well, which plugs in.
Yeah.
So,
Makes it a bit more sturdier.
yeah. We should push
That's
that in
handy.
there too as well while we're doing that. And that is basically our rock with some of the dragon's claws on and stuff. So next up we need parts 5, 6 and 7, which is the dragon's tail.
That's part 5.
So we have this pointy lavery type tail.
That is 6. And then you've got 7.
Brilliant. So these two parts, these go together. We do have little guide pegs for those two to go together. We say that and then go on. I think there might be some
Flash that
sprue
needs
to come
taking
off
off,
there.
yeah.
I shall do that and come back. So I've tightened those up a bit. We need to stick these two parts together. There's no mould lines on it so far, which is good. It's just like little bits from the sprue. How you find it being cut off the sprue?
It's not too bad actually. Some of the connections are quite soft, so it's not like our plastic. Some of the Games Workshop plastic, although it seems quite soft, the sprue connections are very hard, and I've found I've knackered a couple of clippers on them.
These are alright there.
This seems to be quite good actually, yeah. Famous last words.
So far.
So far.
Okay, so that is the tail section. And the tail will be attached to the base. And there's a little hole in the base that we were lining up before. That looks like it meets with this little peg here. So peg, it's not really a peg, it's more just a marker, nodule, which is going to go on there. But there is also like the indentation of the tail on there as well. So there's more than that just to hold it, I hope. There we go. So we have that bit done now. So now we need parts 13 and 12, which is the main sort of parts of the body, and then 14, 15 the legs, and 10, 11, 8 and 9, which are all parts of the tail. We need to get all those bits together, and then we can move on to part 4. Okay, so starting with 13 and 12. And our glue. Right first time. That's the top part. Then we have, I think this is 10 and 11. And then 8 and 9. There we go. Now I'm going to add on the tail pieces. So that should fit onto there. And then once that's dried, put the next part on. I'm just going to hold this for a minute. So it secures. Now that piece is set, we're going to add on the next part of the tail. And again, give that time to dry. Next thing to do is to add on the legs, the back legs. We have part 14, with this little nodule which lines it up. Like so. And then the other side, again, there's a little groove which should line up part 15. Which gives us this position there. And this we are going to attach onto here and here. There are holes where the legs attach on. But I'm going to give this full time to dry so it's not fall to bits. Okay, so now I've attached the dragon to the base, and also we've attached the tail section as well. We're going to put on the other claws, which is part 18, 16. So 18 is this outer claw, which goes in there. 16 goes on the other side. And then we have 19 and 17. And it looks like 19 is the inside claw and 17 is the outside claw. It's a bit fiddly, so I'm going to do that off camera, but I should be back in a moment. So there we go. Claws are on. Wasn't as fiddly as I thought it was going to be, because they're just attached. I thought they had to attach to the rock as well, but you can just fit them into the gaps next to the feet. So next up is the neck and the arms, and also this chest piece, which is like bone. So we have this arm, which is 20 and 28. The neck is 26 and 25. This arm here is 21 and 27, and the bone breast piece is made of 22, 24 and 23. So we'll get all those bits off and ready to go.
One thing I will mention about the sprue, which I really like, is I don't know if it'll show up on the camera at all, but like there you've got piece 30, is it 32 there?
Yeah.
It's got like a little arrow that points to the piece that it corresponds to, and that's on all of them. So I really like that mechanic.
Oh, it does out with some confusion sometimes on other sprues where.
Well, especially when you've got an awful lot on one sprue, and you're like, is that part 32, 33?
And these sprues even are not busy, to be honest.
No.
They're still on there. That's pretty good.
I really like that. I think it's a nice little touch.
Cool. Wow. That's good. So we'll be back in a moment with the other pieces. Okay, so the two neck pieces, again, like the tail, with the same sort of attachments. And that goes together like that. And that bit isn't even because the connection that it's going to attach to is also uneven, so it should attach better. And then we have the arm piece, which is missing the claws here, so they attach on there, as does that one, which again I'll do that bit because of the same off camera. And then we have this breast piece here, which is the skull of another dragon, which this guy is wearing as a trophy. And that's going to go approximately on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the arms and the neck, and the arms are going to go onto these little grooves there. These flat bits will be for the wings later, so this should attach onto there. She does really well because it only goes on one way. And then once all those bits are on, I'm going to come back and put the breast piece on. Okay, so there is where we're up to. Now this bit we're going to attach on first, I think. and it goes on there. There is underneath a little wavy lines and everything which connect into the gaps between the scales, which are all modelled on there. So technically, if you didn't want to, you wouldn't have to put this on if you didn't particularly like it for any reason, because it's all detailed under there. But I'm going to stick it on. I'm going to stick that on first before I stick on the horn pieces that go on the top of this. Okay, so there we have the chest piece on, and then we have part 24, which is this bit, which goes on this side and attaches sort of curved around onto there. Let's put that on. And then we have this bit, which is part 23, which goes on the other side. I believe it goes on like that. So now we can move on to the head, which is part 31, 33 for the tongue. We have 32, 30 and 29. So I'm going to clean all these pieces up and we'll be back in a second. So that was a good example of what not to do. Looking at these little dots, yeah, I think I've got confused on which one was which. That one did look like 23 and 24, but after looking at the box art, I switched them around and they should actually look like that and like that. So the one that's got like a little kidney shaped attachment is the one that goes on this side, because it goes over that little piece of bone there. After I put them on, I went back and had a look and I was like, that doesn't look right. But having a look at it, yeah, it was the other way around, and I'm not sure from the pictures. I think it was the angle I'm looking at. I thought that was 24 and that was 23. It's just the little odd bits. So I'm going to go down with user error for that, and that was me. So next up we have the part 31, which is the right side of the head. And we have part 33, which is the tongue. Now, we also have the next part after that, part 32, which is the left side of the head. These two parts are going to have to connect, but we shall endeavour to put this one on first and try and figure out where it actually attaches to, which is there. There we go. So we shall glue this onto there. And then the tongue section seems to fit into there. So there's like a little groove at the bottom there, and then a little peg at the bottom of the tongue. And then we need to put on the other side of the head. I would have thought they would have to meet. Just make sure I got this side right. Then we have these large set of horns, which go on, looks like that way, I would say. Yep. And there's a little gap behind them for these spikes to go on.
Is that his little crown?
Does look like a crown, doesn't it? So I'll just make sure all that meets up. And then knock off one of the spikes.
Yay!
Alright. And that is the head straight. There we go. Yep. I'll just glue this bit back on and then we can come back for the next piece. Okay, so the last part of this dragon is the wings. So we have part 35 and part 34. And these attach onto that. So it's going to be really boring for you to sit here and watch this, so I'm going to come back with a finished dragon because I'm going to have to sit here for ages. So there we go. One finished Dragon of Schmargonrog.
Nice.
It's very cool. Schmargonrog. It's very well detailed.
Definitely.
It's almost as well detailed as a Games Workshop model. And about half to a third of the price, I would say.
Believe it.
For something, well, just based on pure plastic, there's a Great Demon of Tzinch, which is the same sort of elongated shape and same snake-like features, and same sort of type of wings and everything. This was a nice kit to put together. This was a nice kit to put together. The Demon of Tzinch is bigger, but so is the price by 3.5 times, pretty much.
Ouch.
So, yeah, you can get nice models, plastic models. It feels exactly the same kind of plastic. The detail's almost as good. At a considerably cheaper price. And they do more dragons than this as well. Like I said, there's quite a few little types of dragon they've got on there. This is the one I got because I like Epic NPC Man. So I caved in and bought a dragon. There you go. And I'm quite glad I did. Yeah, just to paint it like that as well.
Yeah, you'll smash that easily.
Black dragon. So with red highlights. Awesome. I'm looking forward to painting it.
Excellent.
So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos. And hopefully we'll see you all again soon.
See you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.